We're live.
Now we're live.
Finally.
Sorry, guys. Internet's been in and out. We're not sure how long we're going to be able to sit with you, but we just wanted to make sure the internet came on and my phone started going off. We are okay. So, overcame quite a bit just this evening. So, but yeah.
And then
so.
if we would have gone live at 7, she would have almost missed it because she was out getting milk and sidewall on the tire blew out.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like any road damage. It just looks like a tear in the tire.
We'll see. It was the new tire, but I'll take it to Matt tomorrow. We'll figure it out. But thank God, answered prayers. So I was just like, wasn't sure what happened, and I was kind of thinking maybe it was the engine or something like that. And I was just praying all the way there. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus, just get me home, just get me home, get me home. And then I figured out, oh, you got a flat tire. So I pulled over and I called Indiana Mike and I said, hey, I'm just right down the road. Can you come and save me? He was like, I'll be right there. So we're pulling out the old school stuff. I wasn't sure if the jack and all that were actually in my truck. And then, so after he had everything out, then I found mine. But another truck pulled up, happens to be a neighbor right around the corner. I didn't know him, never met him. Today's the first day that I met him, but I ended up following him home, so it was kind of funny. But anyway, he had just changed out tires on his dad's truck, so he had the impact wrench and all this fancy equipment, so it went super fast. And I would have made it. I was here 10 minutes before 7.
I know, it'll be kind of close.
Yeah, it was kind of close.
And we're down to one vehicle right now because the Impala's not licensed and still need to get a couple of tires fixed.
Gotta get the muffler.
And the muffler, and then the Jeep still got the blown head.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, everybody, you guys need to say a prayer for Hacks.
Mm-hmm.
Are we speaking out of turn?
I would say you're speaking out of turn. I think that's something that he can announce.
Okay.
But there's some health issues going on. Nothing
life-threatening.
like he's not dying.
No,
so,
nothing life-threatening.
But discomfort, I would say.
Yeah.
And so, but anyway, he's got to go back to the hospital tomorrow. So keep them in your prayers and make sure speedy recovery. And I actually thought I saw them in here. I'm not sure. Maybe Mrs. Hacks, I'm not sure. But if you guys want to put that out there, what happened, feel free to do so. But definitely keep them in your prayers. So they may still be driving back from Kansas City. But
yeah, and hello to everybody. Yeah. Sorry we were late.
Yeah, hey guys.
It's been one of those days.
Skane's message, like all the messages started coming in, and Skane's was like, are you guys okay? Mike was like, did you make it home okay? Started was like, are you okay? And I mean, it was just one right after the other. And yeah, our internet just went down. But then once I saw that, I told him, I'm like, hey, people are worried. And Skanes was like, it's okay, we're just in chat talking. And so we thought, we'll go ahead and come on in and say hello.
Not going to stand for an hour and a half because that'll put it past 9:30, and I can't do that tonight.
You've been up early.
I've been up since 1 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. So yeah, Tamber, it does happen. I don't know what the world, but we got storms coming in too, so that may be it. And it seems like we're on. What is it? Starlink.
Yes.
Yeah, and so the Starlink, for some reason, we noticed it moved from Chicago to Colorado. And so the storms are between Colorado and here and have been all day. Kind of thinking maybe that's what it is. So, but yeah.
Well, the satellite only looks up.
Huh? Doesn't the satellite look down?
No, I'm sorry. The antenna only looks up. So, what happens? What happens between here and Denver?
Refrigerator open.
Oh. So yeah, it's been a fun day. Out there trying to take care of the goats and sheep, get them out on the pasture. You had to get a new burn barrel. That's living out in the country. That's one of those things that Captain Planet hates, is burn barrels. But I had to get a new one because I went and emptied it and I dropped it down and the bottom completely collapsed. I was like, yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah. I wore my "Don't Be an Angry Pecker" shirt out in public today.
Okay. Did anybody complain?
I had one guy say that he needed this shirt, and I told him, I said, we sell them. And so then he just started laughing. And then his wife, lovely wife, her and I got to talking. We were talking about Randy getting in trouble at work. And she's like, that's just ridiculous. I said, I agree. She said, too many people are just too sensitive right now. And I said, yep, that's the way they were raised. And then one girl was walking out. I noticed everybody look at it. Some didn't say anything. Others got smiles on their faces. And so it was interesting. It takes a special crowd for the shirt. So you got to raise chickens. If you don't raise chickens, you don't get it. You're going to get offended.
So the city, a couple of big cities and some parents groups of kids that were killed in shootings are suing Glock, trying to run Glock out of business. And Langley Outdoors has a T-shirt with a rooster with 2 Glocks in his hands, and it says nobody likes the clock blocker. So go to Langley Outdoor. They're limited edition. You can pre-order them right now. Yeah, and if you want to get one.
Yeah, I would wear that one.
Yeah, this generation has to be babied or they fall apart.
Yeah.
I work on computers all day long, so there's a lot of sitting around looking at the internet while I'm waiting for stuff to happen. But I saw a video. Girl was sitting in her car for 2 hours, took a paper bag and cut it out so her face was showing, but it like covered her head, and she was crying because of the cicadas.
What?
And she was terrified that the cicadas would get her. Oh, Indiana Mike, savior of the day. Thanks for helping her out, Mike.
Man, hey, Mike was awesome. I called him and I was like, hey, are you at the property? And he's like, yeah. And then it was just, he was right there. It was great. But yeah, that one guy that pulled up, you saved us a lot of time.
Well, like I said, looking at that tire, that looks like the tire failed.
I don't know. We'll find out. I'm not sure if
it's
I
on the
read
sidewall.
something over.
It's on the sidewall, and
well, Mike looked. I'll take it to Matt, and we'll see what
Okay.
he says, and figure it out tomorrow. So,
and so that means I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 tires that I got to get fixed or replaced.
Yep. That's kind of the way it works.
Hey, Yankee.
Hey.
But and everybody we missed when we came in, we apologize.
Yeah.
You guys have been there, and there were so many messages. Just thanks for sticking around. I'm glad even if we weren't here, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the live.
What a great way to build community, just chatting amongst each other. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Which, speaking of building community, what did we do this weekend?
I did a lot of stuff. What are you talking about?
Sunday? What did we do Sunday? Like,
I
do I really have to?
I already did a video on it. Anybody that's a subscriber already knows what happened. Go ahead and tell them. Go ahead and tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you already covered everything.
No, tell them.
We got to see some lovely friends on Sunday. And so it was Tina Kimberly, who was both of our children's high school teacher. She's been teaching over 30 years. And so she's known as Mama T to a lot. And her and I were good friends as well, are good friends. And so we got to go to her retirement party. And it was like a family reunion. It was really cool. So, yeah. Good deal. Sorry if I repeated what was done on the video.
No, it was nice. You know what though? I hope none of them are watching tonight. Everybody got old. And I think we've.
Garen thinks he hasn't aged.
No, I don't think I've aged. It's not that. It's just I don't think I've aged as much. I don't see it. And I've got people all the time that tell me I actually look younger than what I am when they find out how old I am.
They're kissing your butt.
No, I don't think so.
Anyway, I bet if we took a poll in here and asked everybody how old they thought you were.
Well, they probably already know because I told everybody.
In your video?
Yeah, in my video. Yeah, I've said it here. I'm not shy about my age. I don't have to hide it.
But yeah, so we did that, and I feel bad. Now we're on, and I told Linda and Dad that we were reschedule. So
We'll call him.
I guess I should.
Call him and know.
Message her.
Yeah, the trip, and I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I anytime we go any place and we're away from the property on a weekend, I'm like, I got stuff I need to do, and I was seriously that, and I don't like going through Kansas City anymore, you know. But it was enjoyable. It was really enjoyable. And then I spent Saturday getting a replacement battery for the Mow skid loader because we figured out it's got a short where it drains constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And we were working on it last week, and it was running fine. Excuse me. And we were looking at the battery, and there's a big shutoff gate, a gate with a little metal piece that you flip up, and it disconnects the battery.
Switch.
Well, it's a gate. It's a
gate.
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 Yes, it's an electrical thing.
Oh.
Anyway, and we were like, that's kind of weird, and so
Now you figured out why.
I let it set for a week, and I go out to turn it on, and it doesn't even click. I mean, there's nothing. And I kept it on the trickle charger overnight, and it still wouldn't start. And so I took it up to O'Reilly's, and yeah, it was dead. And I got to tell you something. And if there's anybody that works for Napa here or really likes Napa, I'm not sorry. Their batteries have gotten really bad. I had the battery on the four-wheeler was a Napa battery, and it was only 3 years old. It wasn't even 3 years old. Just got it right before we moved out.
I thought we got that last year, but
No, that was the lawnmower we got. No, I got the lawnmower this year too. Anyway, Napa batteries just don't last very long. I don't know how old the one in the skid.
Which is interesting because you found something else out about batteries. What did you find out about batteries?
Well, somebody told me, and if there's a mechanic in here or somebody in the know, say so in the chat. Somebody told me that there's only like 3 big battery manufacturers in the world, and every battery in America comes from one of these 3 manufacturers, and a lot of the store brand batteries are just branded with the store name, and they're the exact same batteries, you know.
You keep doing that, and then I can't see that it's because you're focusing on them.
But
I've never heard of Optima.
I have. They're high end. Yeah, they're more expensive.
They're the ones you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Batteries.
Yeah. But so yeah, if there's anybody in there that knows the truth on that matter, that the source has become suspect for me. You know, I kind of take what's said with a grain of salt now. But I just thought.
But that's the thing on that source.
I thought
because I had been saying it for a while, and not on the battery, but the source. And he was like, "I just haven't had that experience," and now he's had that experience.
Yeah.
So, kind of the way it works, things will catch up with you.
Yeah.
But
so what's been going on with everybody else? I mean, really, we worked on the trailer some more.
Tiffany's trailer.
Tiffany was here this weekend, and that girl, she went to town on it. Just went to town. And then neighbor Chris came over with a stupid snake.
Black snake.
Big black snake.
Big one.
And because there's mice problems in the trailer. And so
it had just been sitting for so long.
They put the snake in there, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going in there.
Yeah, so she left the windows open because she was trying to air it out and all that. And she's like, "Is it supposed to rain?" And I was like, "Yeah." So it's gonna come in overnight. And she goes, "Can you close the windows for me? I'd really like to air it out and then just turn the air purifier on." And I'm like, "Yeah, I can do that." And so midnight came, and I'm like, "Okay, so it's time for me to go to bed." And so I grabbed my flashlight, and I'm heading out to the trailer. I very carefully open up the door, and it was like something out of Mission Impossible. I was just like shining my flashlight, doing everything, and then doing recon, doing flips over the bed because there was a back window back there that was open, and then trying to figure out how to get up into the front and get those windows shut. And then I got the hell out of there. Yep. And I was like, I ain't messing with that. And I was like looking at the ceiling, making sure nothing was coming out of vents and all that.
Hey, Mike, get with me offline. I got a way that a community member can help us save a lot of money on stuff from O'Reilly's. So
Mike should know that, right?
I don't know. If he doesn't, then we'll let him know.
Yeah, he needs to know that.
Yeah. So get with me offline. Randy Pitt says he's been tying up tomatoes and peppers between storms.
Beautiful.
Ours have been doing pretty good without being tied up.
They're doing great, but they're gonna have to start getting clips. So I have these little clips, tomato clips that I use, and so I just need to start getting those done. Especially the what is that? It was the Great 100s. The cherry tomatoes. Those got last year over 12 feet tall, and so I got to make sure I start clipping those.
Did you see there's one volunteer in there in that one bed?
Which bed?
The bed on the
front.
Yeah.
No, I did not.
I think I saw one tonight. I didn't check. Skane says local hospital has agreed to precept me if I can meet the requirements of a contract with LSU. She's almost a schoolgirl again.
Good.
You gonna get one of those costumes? Just asking.
Costume. What would she need a costume for?
Because she's gonna be a schoolgirl.
That's not your. That's man talk.
No, congratulations, Skane. We're happy for you.
This is Skane's got to do this. She's got to get this done so that she can transition, and so this is an important move.
Look, what else went on here? Let's see. Starla says, just spoke to Tag. He told me how to get a hold of Callie Blackwell.
Oh, good.
Good deal. You were supposed to do that for her, weren't you? No. Let's see. Yankee went there too.
Went where? Same place you did.
Yeah.
Perverts.
No, she just needs to. She needs to be able to speak in context.
She did. I knew what she was talking
Not say stuff that can be taken out of context.
Hear thunder.
Battery tenders also help extend the life of the ones that don't get used all the time. Yep. I'm learning that.
I'm learning that. Especially during overwinter, we need to make sure we get some of those.
That's one thing out here that I noticed that 2 winters we've been out here, 3 winters, 2 winters. How many winters have we been out here? 3 winters.
2. We'll be here 3. No, wait. So 3 years in October.
2021, 22, and 23 winters. We've been here for 3 winters. The winters out here are hard on batteries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes it's a crapshoot if you can get your vehicle started or not. So.
Gregory says, I've been getting cows and calves moved to summer pasture and trying to hay between the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said
you guys have been getting a lot of rain up there.
They said down here that the rain has made one of the best hay harvests in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Unfortunately, all the rain in Texas has done just the opposite.
Right.
And so our hay prices still may go up because they're going to end up shipping everything down to Oklahoma and Texas.
Yeah. That's the way it works.
But so, do you do anything? What are you getting ready to do next weekend?
This weekend or next weekend?
The one coming up. The next weekend that's coming up.
This weekend. So the
next weekend.
This weekend.
The next weekend.
Next weekend is.
The next weekend. No, next weekend's not this. That's the weekend after next.
This weekend, I am getting ready to go to powwow, and then Mossy Oak Parrot has volunteered because of the situation that Darren is in. She has volunteered. She's going to come down Thursday.
I thought the kids were going to help you.
The kids, I only got asked for the schedule for
cooking
the following weekend, so I'm assuming they're not available this weekend, so it's fine. Yeah, so we'll.
Well, I was trying to figure that out with one car too. I was trying to figure out how that was going to work.
You're going to have to see how that's going to work because.
Friday.
I can either leave Tiffany and come and get you, or Tiffany can come and get you. But we only get one parking permit, so
right.
I'm not sure how, unless I can sweet talk Colleen into another permit.
Well, she can meet you down there, and I can just take the truck back to work, and you can come with her.
No, I can't because we have the trailer. I have to get the trailer down there.
No, we'll take the trailer down there. She can take her car down there, park in the spot, and then
what are you going to do to get into park?
I'll just park up and walk until it's time to load up. Tiffany can, Anyway, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So Yankee Watchdog is heading to Missouri. Yankee, where are you going? You doing something special, or are you just driving to Missouri for no reason whatsoever? Huh? I really wish I could go drive to Missouri this next week.
If you'd have known that he was coming, that he was going to go, you possibly could have met him.
It's like 6 hours out, at minimum of 6 hours out of his way.
Oh, he doesn't come 70?
No, because he's from down south.
Oh, okay.
Him and Zach live not too terribly far apart.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Let's see. Tamara says she's been building beds in a high tunnel, putting up a gate across the driveway, tying up tomato plants and hard sun mullein, and started sun mullein tincture.
Beautiful.
You gotta do something with that.
Yeah, I've got some mullein tincture I need to do, and then I'm also going to ground some for tea, tobacco. Try to get several different forms of medicine out of it. I found out a wonderful thing. I actually am drying right now. I've got comfrey drying. I've got tarragon drying. It's either tarragon or Spanish oregano. They look the same. So I'm really not sure which one it is, but it's voluntary. So it is what it is. I'll take it. The same medicine.
I got mud all over the side of my head.
No, you have Ash. Like, it's not Ash Wednesday, but he's been working, and I told him to go take a shower, but he didn't. And he said, I still have more work to do. But
that, and I got a great big cut on my head from running into the upper door on the
right. And then I pulled
greenhouse.
Horseradish leaves, so I've got those drying, and I'm gonna do a horseradish tincture, not with the root, but with the leaves. My allergies have just really been bad, super bad. I don't know what the heck is going on. And so I almost feel like I'm getting asthma, because when I go in the chicken coop, it's setting me off. So I need to figure out, get a skid loader over there and clean that out and see if that helps as well. Plus it doesn't help that we've got chicks hatching in here and the dander and all of that. So the mucus and all of that. So come to find out, the horseradish will actually, it relieves your sinuses and helps reduce mucus. So I think if I do a tincture out of that, we'll see. We're going to see what happens. But doesn't hurt to try. Doesn't cost anything either, because it's on our farm.
Hey, Yankee and Rabbit, let everybody know that I'd be there if I could, with the car being down and everything going on. I
Just a
can't.
lot.
I'll try to make it next fall. If they have it in the fall.
Oh, I thought they always did it in the summer.
Well, they did it at the end of July. They may have two of them. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see here. Driving through Missouri and Arkansas a few weeks ago was neat. I hadn't been in either state before. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that drive down through the Ozarks is really beautiful. Mm-hmm. You should go. You should see it in the springtime. Excuse me. Oh hell.
What's going?
Rabbit's bringing fireworks.
Oh no.
Those people at Pomme de Terre will not like that.
Nope.
Kind of snooty.
No, we'll see what happens. Maybe it's a good thing you're not done.
Yeah, actually, Starlight did. It bled pretty good. I clocked myself there. There's two doors on the greenhouse, and I was going through, and I didn't duck far enough, and whacked my head pretty good. That, and it was right on top of where I caught myself emptying the trailer out last week too. Missed the expo for the same reason. Had to change every hose in the van. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, You know what though? Like I said last week, it's better to have stuff that needs repairing than not have anything at all.
Yeah. I went over last night to the neighbors and learned how to use the milking machine, and that thing is pretty fantastic. Mm-hmm. And I think we get a lot of goats and milk. We need to think about getting one of those. That was just like hardly any work.
Really?
Yeah, we had that dairy cow done and set up and milked and cleaned up and milk stored 20-30 minutes.
Nice.
So yeah, like it was nothing. So
first thing we need to do is halter train the goats. Catching those animals, we
so they've got her trained so that you just go out and you holler her name, and then Chris has the trough set up, and he puts her feed in there so she doesn't have to compete for feed.
Right.
So she knows that it's there, kind of like what we did with Blackie back in Pleasant Hill.
Blackie and Red.
And so literally we just called her, and then in fact Misty had to fight her and push her back to get the gate open to get her out, because she knew her food was actually up there. And so she walked right in.
Well,
and she wasn't haltered, nothing.
We haven't milked goats for 3 years. Well, going on 3 years. So
Since we've been here.
Yeah, since we've been here. So none of them are trained. I've got collars, and I need to get them on there, and I need to get them trained to having the collar and being led around by a leash, so we can get them up on the milking stand. You know.
Yep.
So that's the plan. I don't know. Did I get the four wheeler working before last Tuesday?
I can't remember. Garen, there's been so much stuff going on. I have no idea.
No, I got it done Thursday. Changed out a carburetor for the first time in over 30 years.
That thing is so quiet now.
Yeah, and it starts up.
Now I kind of want to put a sign at the end of the driveway at the road that says "Change your carburetor. You're too loud." But because some of those SUVs and everything that come by
that's their mufflers, and it sounds quieter because it's not running rough. It's running nice and smooth. But it was nice. I got it up there. I got it up on the gravel road and ran it full throttle just to make sure everything was working, no leaks and everything. Yeah, but it's been a long time since they changed out a carburetor. So the next big chore is I've got a helicoil kit, and I have to fix the screws for the muffler on the Stihl chainsaw. So that's going to be a project here in the next couple of days.
What about the Malibu?
I got to get the muffler cut off the Malibu and figure out how to weld it back on. Starla, got to go, peeps. Got to see her. Good to see everyone. Sorry, cannot stay long, but don't have the strength. Pray for me, please. Need lots of prayer.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Starla,
Take care of yourself, Starla.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, I talked to her last night, and it's not, her levels are way off. It's not looking good. But she's a trooper about it. She said, "It's my time. It's my time."
Yeah.
So.
Be a good time to start doing heavy drugs and drinking a lot.
No. Now, what sense does that make?
It's like airplane. I picked a great week to stop sniffing glue.
You are so weird.
Starla gets it. Starla's got a good attitude about it. Yeah, you're in our prayers, Starla. Yeah. So what else we got going on? What else do we do?
Oh, the fencing's finally complete. That's done. In that section anyway. So that's done. And then all of the plants and vegetables and different things that I put in, those are coming back. Those are looking really good.
Have you been out to look at your zucchinis lately?
Yeah.
So,
I need to keep an eye on those now because it's almost time to start picking them.
It's time to plant the pumpkin seeds too.
Yeah, I gotta get pumpkin out, winter squash. Okay, I got that's the one. I could put one back by the zucchini, but I can't get back there because the grass is taller than I am.
No, you can get back there.
The grass is taller than I am.
Rabbit, I found my best friend. Oh, dead on his floor Wednesday.
Oh no.
Had to find a home for his Roddies. Crappy year so far, I'll tell you. Yeah, you know what though, Rabbit? It's what we make of it. Seriously. Not gonna lie. Tonight, kind of hard to deal with everything.
You had some negativity, and then he was being sarcastic, and I looked at him and I go, "Oh wow," because he said it's been a great day, and so I looked at him and I was like, "Really? What happened?" And then he had to admit he was being sarcastic. And
Tambra, all the babies except for the ones behind this. Where is it? That door right there. All the babies are out in the coop now.
Mm-hmm.
So they all graduated.
We're gonna keep so the breasts have to stay in the brooder, which they're getting big and need to be released. So I got to get with Cowboy and I have to get with Chris. I gotta figure out Cowboy's pen should be done.
Mm-hmm.
we got to get theirs out. I don't want to be chasing birds in order to get them.
Well, if you'll give me a hand, we can make a couple of smaller chicken tractors.
And then just
manageable.
keep them in there.
Right.
And okay, I can do that. I can help you with that.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the short, but the chicken tractor I built just came apart the other day. I was pulling on it and it had been broken and falling apart, and it just gave up the ghost. And I was like, screw it. There's this one lone rooster. I had like 8 roosters in it, and all but one of them took off and went back in the coop. There's this one rooster that's hanging out inside that chicken tractor.
Yeah, Tamara, I'll be doing the same thing. So when Mossy Oak Carrot gets here, we've got one more shed left in stock. And so, which, do we have the bolts for all of that, or do I need it?
No, they're in the outbuilding.
So we do have them. Okay, so we've got the hardware and all of that. So her and I are gonna try to get that built. We just need him to tell us where to build it, and then we'll get that one together and move those in.
And what's gonna be in there?
Ducks.
Ducks.
You want the ducks to fix the pond.
You're not gonna have enough ducks to fix the pond.
I mean, be careful what you speak, what you put into fruition, because Tracy is trying to give me a crap ton of ducks. And then I look over as I'm pulling out and I see a bunch of baby ducks walking around everywhere. So she's really going to be pushing hard for me to take ducks.
Ducks are stupid and they're dirty, nasty animals.
And if they're in the pond, they're fine. So we just need to figure that out. And then get those ducks on that pond. There's the only other way. I can't think of any other way to fix that pond.
Just a ton of rain. That's the problem.
There's a leak somewhere there.
No,
there has to be.
There's not a leak. Every small pond that there's.
I'm seeing other people's ponds filling up. And
well, ours filled up too. Ours has got about 1 foot of water in it now, and it fills up the entire bottom.
It's the deepest spot is 15 feet, 15 or 18 feet.
No.
And there's yes, there is.
Just,
well, then the guy that dug it lied, and he owes us money back.
No, he didn't lie. Just he went off of what was already there. He
dug it a little bit deeper and wider. And
actually,
the dam is a little bit higher.
He didn't go deeper.
Or the dam's higher, or whatever. So anyway, so it's something's wrong.
The pond's too big for the water catchment. Is what it is.
I don't think so, because it wasn't full when we got here.
Because it's too big. I need to get out there with.
We're not making it smaller.
I need to get out there with the skid loader, and I need to build swells to catch all the water that's running away from the pond and get it directed in the right place.
Good thing you got 2 sitting here.
Well, it's not going to happen soon.
So anyway, so I get that, and I think getting ducks on that pond is going to help. That's my opinion. So anyway, it's going to happen one way or the other. But I just don't want 1,000 ducks over here either.
Well, you can always eat them.
You're gonna do
that shite. How you doing?
So we'll figure that one out. But anyway, so we got that going on, and then Mossy Oak Parrot will be here in what's today? She'll be here permanently in less than 2 weeks. And then so I thought it was really cool that she offered, and I was like, have you ever been to a powwow before? And she was like, well, no. And then she's like, but I work for restaurants, and I've worked at state fairs and that kind of thing. And I just, in my head, I'm giggling, and like, it's not the same. That's not what I meant. But then I had to wait until I got stopped, because I was only getting reception when I was driving. So I had to wait till I got stopped. And what I was trying to tell her is that the powwow, it is nothing for a powwow to go till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, which is why they start late. So they're going until they're done, and then until that section is finished, and then you're coming home at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, which is why a lot of people will just camp out there. And I'm not camping though. I can just stay here. And so I get to the point where I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm done. Which I got to get the lighting out. That's what the lighting is for.
And if anybody's interested, they're going to live stream it this year. I was talking with Leonard.
Oh, cool.
They're going to live stream it.
You'll like it. That's pretty neat. And so there's a lot going on, and it gives you a new understanding of what is actually going on, and kind of get out of some of the garbage that a lot of people say about him. So
Mhm.
that what she's gonna say, I will have to go to the powwow. We'll get you put up here. Starts on Friday at 5.
Yep.
So
She got to go to Mississippi
well,
this week.
then I don't know what to tell you. So you're gonna miss it this year. You can do it next year.
Stay strong, stay busy. That's what Grandma would say. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your mind occupied so it's not idle.
Yep.
But that was a problem last night. I woke up and I laid there for 2 hours listening to white noise, trying to go back to sleep, doing deep breathing. I could not shut my brain off.
Should have just come and asked. Well, but that late, if you would have taken Cali CBD oil, I don't think you would have got up for work. So, but tonight you should probably maybe take at least one drop and see if it helps you.
All right.
But yeah, it's pretty good. I've actually been sleeping pretty well. So, and waking up at a normal hour.
Yeah, Rabbit. I feel the same way. All I've been doing the past 3 weeks is being busy, which is good. It's a good thing.
That happens this time of year all the time.
Oh, and I'm so far behind. It's not even funny. I gotta mow, gotta weed eat, gotta finish the electrical, gotta finish the water. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, Scanes. If you want to catch the live stream, I will. I'm sure we'll get the link and I'll send the link to you. And that way you have it. So it'll be Prairie Bend Potawatomi powwow. And so you can look that up and see if you can't find it.
Hoorah. Oh, wrong person.
What?
Light Raider. Hoorah.
Hey. What did he say?
He said simplified jarhead. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
But
Staying motivated to stay busy is hard sometimes.
that's difficult.
That's hard. And it's one thing, we were kind of poking fun at the Gen Zers about being, mental cases. But I'm telling you, man, it's easy to let stuff get inside your head and to let it screw up your pattern and your mojo.
Oh, I found my glasses, so I can now see. I just have to put them on. But yeah, so tell them your theory on nose rings. Thought this was kind of funny.
There's some people in here that have nose rings.
Oh no, but tell them your theory on nose rings.
If you have a nose, actually, it's any face piercing, any metal on your face. Nose rings are the most noticeable most of the time, or the most common.
Well, now they got the ones that are permanent.
If you have metal on your face, in my book, from my experience, that's indicative of some internal mental struggles. And the more metal you have on your face, the worse it is. And if you get the septum piercings, tend to be the craziest, but the ones that have the most issues are the ones that get the piercings on their gums. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Yeah, these people get piercings on their gums, and they get them through their upper lip.
What's the point? Is that medical or?
I don't know.
Because you can't see that.
Yeah, because when they smile,
Your gums show when you smile.
Yeah, when you got those.
My gums do not show when I smile.
Well, you don't have piercings on your gum either.
Well, so it gives you a bigger mouth?
I guess.
That's weird. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
So if you've got
it's just that and duck lips. I mean, why?
I don't know. If you've got facial piercings, good on you. She doesn't have any metal.
Metal and what?
Metal. Yeah, that doesn't count. And they start putting you together like that.
She has metal in her left arm. Yeah, no, that doesn't count. Find the coffee. Yeah, I found your coffee. You actually have mine. I hope you're enjoying my coffee.
Yeah, the two lists, I must do and I want to do. You know what though? Sometimes I just jump over and do the want to do list because I'm tired of doing stuff that I have to do and I want to do something that I want to do.
Yeah.
In fact, an I want to do project is going to come up here pretty quick because I'm going to finally get some water catchment put in. I got the parts. In fact, they're sitting right down there.
You know what else you want to do? You want me to go get a scoop of gravel so that you can get the frame together and we can get the generator put together.
No, that's a have to. I need to do that.
So we need to want to do that so that it gets done. But did not open the coffee. You want to exchange it? It's up to you. I think I have enough goulash in stock that it's not a big deal. I'll see her again in the fall and I can get more there. So it's not a big deal. This one I'll just serve to, Darren when he comes over or tag or whatever. So not a big deal. But because she has my dark roast.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember. It's not a dark roast. The one that
Susie's got new metal pacemaker and wires.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Don't let her stand too close to the microwave.
So, but yeah. Skin's like, if you're going to be up here in the next month or two or whatever, fine. We'll just go ahead and trade it out. But if you're not, like I said, no worries. I'm going to see Nicole again in October. And you guys, that's a thing. So Nicole's also over Living Free in Tennessee. She has her own coffee. She roasts beans and all of that. And her dark roast, I love cooking with it because it is just amazing. So you just make a pot of coffee, have a few cups of what you want. The leftovers, don't pour them down the sink. You want to save those, and then you can make a nice goulash or, French soup or something like that. It just adds a wonderful flavor.
Pace yourself tomorrow, Terminator. Don't overdo it.
Yeah.
The whole pacemaker thing with Susie, looking at our analytics, a majority of the people that watch our videos are either Gen Xers or really young boomers.
Mm-hmm.
And noticing a lot of that going on with people in that demographic. I was watching, oh gosh, what was it? It was a video about Cast then and now, and they did Cast like movie Cast, and it was Mad Max and the Road Warrior. Mm-hmm. The cast of those two things or those two movies, and like a third of the people in those movies are dead, and they're not too terribly much older than I am. And I was like, I had to turn it off because I was like, Jiminy Christmas, this is depressing.
Do you remember what it was when Poltergeist came out, and then all of a sudden all the crew members? That kind of reminds me of that. All the crew members in Poltergeist started dying.
Yeah, but that's because it was cursed.
Really?
Yeah, that was because it was cursed.
Can you, not to change the subject, but I'm seeing it and it's bugging me, and then I've got this going on over here. I cannot get the screen door off of the track. Can you pull that off the track and then pull it in here so I can get that changed out, please?
Sure.
Well, when I do it, it goes crooked, and then I'm fighting it, and I don't want to break it.
Lift it up and pull the bottom out.
Okay, just do that.
That's all you do. Seriously.
Like, literally, I tried.
Literally all you do.
So you'll have to show
I'll do it. I'll get it for you.
Because I tried, and it's
I'm good for something right here.
So, well, at least I'm offering to change the screen so we're not sweating to death. Trying to save you some work.
You bought that. She bought a really nice knife tool, and we've got
like that.
We've got welting tools that work perfectly fine. That's what I used last time.
What's a welting tool?
That's the welting is the little black strip that goes.
All I knew is that I was going to have to take care of it, and all I know is that you're not organized back there with your tools, and I don't want to spend. It was worth $10 so that I didn't have to spend 3 hours trying to find tools to work on it. So my time is worth.
See, and I didn't want to change out the screen because the dogs are just going to rip it up. And
it has to be changed out. You're not the one. Like, seriously. So Mossy Carrot is over here, and she's standing on one side of the kitchen on the opposite side of the island. I'm on the other. And we're literally, well, not me because I'm too short. She's jumping up trying to hit flies off the ceiling. It looks like a fly graveyard all over the floor. And we're like, he doesn't understand because he's not here during the day to see what I'm going through and what I keep sweeping up. It's disgusting. And I have to cook. And so the flies have to go. And it's going to be.
All right, Randy.
It's going to be 375 degrees in this kitchen starting tomorrow. I need to get that screen changed out so I can open up the doors. Please.
Okay.
Please. This is all I'm asking. I don't ask for a lot. Shut up.
Let's see here. Rabbit says,
Can't believe you laughed after I moved here for you.
I've been running 2 AC units here at 8,000.
We don't do AC.
8,000 and 5,000, all on just a hybrid inverter and 800-watt panels so far. Got the brackets now for the big panels.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice. But we've got to get connectors, right?
Well, we need a new engine for a vehicle, and we need to get another vehicle up.
I mean, I understand that, but
I mean,
I get it.
And we got to build the brake. I got to build the frames.
Yeah, I get it.
Which are going to be easier than what I thought it was going to be.
I always wonder if you couldn't just connect them into what's already up there.
You said her name 3 times and she showed up, just like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tamara says the flies are bad this year.
They're bad. They are really bad. And then also the fruit flies. But I got the fruit flies figured out. So I just open up a beer, drink about half of it, leave the other half in there, and I've got it sitting next to the sink. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do another one for the bathroom, for that drain, and also for the guest bathroom. Wherever we have a drain, I think I'm going to do that. It is catching the fruit flies, and I've not had many problems with those. So since I did that here, but I got to take care of the ones in the bathroom. But
yeah, see, remembering where the tools are and looking for them and finding them, that's half the enjoyment of doing stuff.
But I don't remember where they are because I didn't put them there.
Well, that's why you look for them.
Well,
And
but if you had everything
that was
organized.
by the way, that was called sarcasm. I was being sarcastic.
If everything was organized, you wouldn't have to spend that time.
If I had some place to organize it, I'd have it organized.
Literally, you have the entire room that has
you
shelves and stuff in it, and a utility cart that I got you. Hey, Dad, what's going on?
So what else we got? Anybody have anything interesting happen to them this week? Seriously.
Dad's in Canada right now.
They in Canada?
Yeah.
Why would you go to Canada?
They're on their way to Alaska. It's the only way they can get there.
Hopefully they don't. Canada Stan doesn't decide to turn their secret police loose on you and arrest you for being a subversive, not using the right pronoun. You might misgender somebody at a gas station.
Now you're gonna get us started. Like my dad's probably like sitting there. But yeah, no, he does not like what's going on.
I feel sorry for our Canadian neighbors. Seriously, every time I read something about the way the Canadian government is, and I've been to Canada, and they're seeing bears and bighorn sheep. That's cool.
Linda sent me a picture of the bear that they saw.
We did a port call in Vancouver when I was on board the Ranger, and it's a beautiful city. If you ever get a chance to go to Vancouver, I would highly recommend it.
Oh, okay. So Dad's in here, and I was going to ask him this, but I didn't call him, knowing that they were traveling. So, did you know that Mexico has a new president?
Yes.
The first female.
They had 37 political candidates assassinated during their election.
I was going to ask you what you thought about that and what progress she was going to make, because she says she's going to be involved on taking care of the border.
I don't know. It's Mexico.
Right.
Because
how many citizens that live in America actually went back there and voted?
No, they didn't have to.
They didn't have to?
This is the first election that Mexican nationals did not have to return to the country. They could go to the Mexican consulate and vote at the consulate. They had a video of the consulate in Los Angeles, and the line was like half a mile long.
Get out.
Yes, they don't want us to shut the border down. They get way too much money. They something like 45% of their economy is people sending money back from America. So they don't want the border shut down. So they don't want the problem to get so far out of hand that we actually shut it down. So they're gonna do just enough to keep it flowing.
Unbelievable. But in other news, Dad, while you're on here, I just wanted to let you know we got the electrical in. You're gonna finish hooking that up and get the water in. And right now, Mossy Oak Parrot, the community camper's there. So they're going to be doing that, but there is a way for you to pull in, and we have 2 hookups, right? We've got 30 amp, and then we got a 50 amp, and I know
we got a 50 amp and a 110.
A 50 amp and a 110, which is a 30 amp, is it not?
No, you have to have an adapter to turn the 50 amp into a 30 amp.
I think he's wrong. Hacks, if you're in here, I think there's like two. There's
Drake!
one inside and one outside. So he's obviously angry and maybe we need to just quit.
No, I know what it is. That's what I'm telling you.
Well, you had a hard time getting the converters and all of that stuff taken care of, just saying.
No, we figured it out. You were standing right there when we figured it out. You were literally
There's
standing.
a different plug that has to go in there.
Yeah.
Is what you said. But I'm sure.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay, anyway, there's two hookups, Dad. So if you guys ever want to come, it's there. So anyway, we can get you taken care of. I don't know why he's got to fight with me all the time. It's been like this.
Because you tell me I'm wrong and I'm not.
Whatever. So anyway, yeah, there's something, Tambra. I don't know. I don't know electrical, and I don't really care. So just as long as people can get here and be comfortable, that's all I care about. So, but he's got to get the water in, and then he's got to finish hooking all that stuff out, or up out there. So get all that done.
Get the
gnat
water.
traps out of water bottles, a little vinegar, and some pineapple in it. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff. I mean, I've got I don't know what it's called, the little blue light, and then they can go in there. And anyway, well, Tambra, just come on up here and you can have him. Take him back with you. So he's all yours. But yeah, no. Tambra's horse trailer is 30 amp. Anyway, so trying to think, there was something else that, oh yeah, so the blue light on there, it works, but it doesn't work well. I think we're just so overwhelmed from the pipes and all of that and being out in the middle of nowhere. They're all starving. See behind the paper towel rack?
What is it?
It's I forget the name of it, but you just it's like a little sticky card, and then it shines the night light, and then the gnats and whatever's flying around gets stuck to it, and that kind of, and it works. It just doesn't take care of the whole problem. And when I'm making food and all of that, I don't have time for that stuff, so it's all going to be gone. But, which is fine, and I'll get the screen door taken care of, and that's going to be a huge help. And I think we have an issue here. Oh yeah, Mossy Oak told me about a spray, and it's called Alpine. Well, I'm trying to think. I'm not talking to you. Alpine pressurized fly bait. And so it's supposed to be safe for your animals, your chickens, birds, all of that stuff. Won't hurt anybody. And you just take, and so there's like a little video on it, and you just take and spray around the inside and outside of the doors and windows. And so when the flies get on there, it's supposed to like kill them instantly. So I've got that order. It's supposed to be here Thursday.
I saw that, yeah.
Is that right? Thursday?
I think it shipped today.
Did it ship today?
I think
Okay,
so.
so hopefully it'll be here tomorrow or Thursday. And so then I'll get that on. That's going to be a huge help too, because I think underneath the screen door needs it, because I can see air there. And once I open up a door to let the dogs out and all of that stuff, that's when I started noticing the flies were coming back in after I had them under control. So anyway, 30 amp is 110, 50 amp is 220. So, and I'm pretty, so there is a 220 out there, and there's a 110. Just one is inside and one is outside. So yeah, Dad, it's there. But
if you guys want a tasty drink, just I'm thinking about this because I've got one in my hand.
so
She drinks Miller Lite, and I'll have a Miller Lite if there's nothing else. But Miller Lite's nasty. If you take 2 spoonfuls of lemonade mix, put it in a glass.
That's a lot of sugar.
That's a glass. That's how you make a
2
glass.
spoonfuls?
Yeah, that's it. That's how you make a glass of that stuff.
Oh.
It's a great value. We don't buy the fancy stuff.
Like, isn't
You rich people can have.
Isn't
the fancy
one
stuff.
scoop like
But
a quarter of a gallon?
no.
I'm gonna go read the instructions.
But anyway,
I'm so
and then
gonna read the
instead
instructions.
of putting water in it, you put the Miller Lite in it, and it makes a really passable shandy. And I'm not, I really not a big shandy fan, but this, it works. And so, you know, if you're looking for it, and it's a nice, cool, you put ice in it, and on a hot summer day, it's fantastic.
Yankee Watchdog got some T-shirts from Ghost. Looks like.
Yeah.
Some hats and goodies. So yeah.
We didn't get the commercial I promised last week made, so it's halfway made. So we'll work on that maybe.
I was learning how to milk cows last night. So, and then walking in the door, and then hey, we need to do this doesn't always work. So
I didn't say that though. I said, do you want to make this video? And you gave me 10,000 reasons why you didn't want to.
That's not true. I went to anyway.
Long story short, we didn't make the video.
It did not get done. And I was going to do it today, but then, which is why I had the shirt on, I was going to do it today, but I needed to get to Holton before the live and then try to get dog food. And then I realized my cream cheese was bad, so I had to go get cream cheese and then have whipping cream and all that.
That's one thing I've noticed. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Store-bought food is going bad quicker.
Faster.
And it's not our refrigerator.
Correct.
It's
all of it.
And in fact, the only thing that hasn't gone bad are the cheap hamburger buns, which is kind of scary because they'll last for 6 months. I'm not sure I want to eat them.
You'll forget that they're on top of the fridge, and then you go back and you're like, oh, those are going to be moldy. And then you look at it and you're like, what the hell? I'm not even sure if you want to feed it to the chickens.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, at that point, I'm like, oh, man.
Zombies walking around everywhere.
But you bought some bread recently that
went moldy like that.
Like within a week had mold on.
Not even a week, was it?
And there were veggies that you
veggies, yeah,
that went bad.
I think I ended up with the peppers. I got those. They did fine the first 2 days, and then I started looking and I'm like, why do those look like they're a week or two old? What the hell? And so I looked at them and I was like, oh no, these need to get processed. So you're losing more and more food faster. I cannot wait till the gardens come in because this is just ridiculous. We
did get our first harvest of something this week.
We did.
And unfortunately, I can't eat too many of them.
I'm enjoying them.
Are you?
Mm-hmm. Some of them, I think I'm going to have to make, I know I've got at least 3 cups left in there, so I'm probably going to just jam with them.
We got our first batch of June strawberries this year, which is really nice.
They're yummy.
We did not get that many last year. And we had a goat attack at the beginning of the year this year. And baby, before he passed away, ate a pretty sizable chunk of that bed.
But they're strong. They're coming back.
Yeah, they're coming
back. There were some big ones in there too. So they were pretty big. I was impressed. And Mossy Oak got some of those. Yeah, so she had some. But yeah, they were nice and sweet.
So at the very least, we're getting strawberries and zucchinis.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now. It'll improve. It'll get more and more. Well, and horseradish. If we wanted it, we could go dig it.
Okay. Anybody out there that's got horseradish, I want to take horseradish leaves, run them through the food processor, and turn them into some sort of spread.
I think you need to do it like a pesto. That's my opinion.
But I don't, off the top of my head, I can't remember. I'm not going to put pine nuts in it, of course.
Well, olive oil.
Put a little
olive oil will be your base, and then you can put the pesto, put the leaves in there, chop them up, put that in there, and then just figure out what complements it, right? So
you don't think mayo is a base, maybe?
No, I wouldn't do mayo. It's not going to last. And you have enough spice in there. I don't know, Dad. What do you think? I was thinking it would separate. So I would just keep it to a pesto. And you can do a pesto without having to do pine nuts and all that.
I know.
So just find some, it would be good that it's Spanish, whatever it is, oregano or whatever's out there. The spicy one, that might be good with it. It'll give it some kick.
The pepper plant?
Oh. It'll give it some kick. And so you'll have that taste from the horseradish, and then a little kick, right?
So we're going to play around this week, and our horseradish plants are this tall. They're literally come up above my waist. A couple of them do, and they'll grow any place. I've split them twice already.
They're ready. That one's ready to get split again.
Is it?
Yeah, because when I went out there, the base of it, it's probably about that big.
Wow.
So just from where I was gathering leaves and all of that, it's ready to be split. So we need to start getting some of that out in the food forest.
And the comfrey needs to be split too. But
Comfrey needs to be split.
Do we wait?
Yeah, we gotta wait because I need to harvest it. I got 2 more harvests off that, and I didn't even harvest it all the way down this time.
Gregory, horseradish leaves taste like horseradish, but they are not as pungent, strong.
Mm-hmm.
They're not as strong as the root.
They're great in a salad, and these are really good for everything. So especially like thyroid, getting your circulation going. If you travel a lot, you want to add some of that to your salads and that kind of thing. It's great for a lot of stuff, for muscle aches, right? Because you're getting that circulation going and that kind of thing. But it'll also help with your sinuses, and it reduces mucus. Like there's a ton of benefits for it. So yeah, just add some to your salad. It's great.
See, Hardee's used to be one of my favorite fast food places back in the day because they had their roast beef sandwiches and they had their horsey sauce. It was nice and spicy.
Horsey sauce?
That's what they call it, horsey sauce. It was horseradish sauce.
I don't know if I could eat that. They called it horsey, or you?
They called it horsey. They called it horsey. That's back before Roy Rogers bought them out. I mean, this is like back when I was in high school and college. Yeah. Let's see. Horseradish will keep longer with a dash of vinegar in the jar. Oh, there you go. It's a little bit of vinegar.
Not with the leaves. That's the root.
Okay. That, and quite honestly, Yankee, I don't plan on keeping it around that long. Oh, it just started raining.
I don't think you could. Dang it. I don't think you could keep it around that long. I mean, you could freeze it.
No, I'm not going to keep it around that long because I'm going to use it.
Right.
Well, and
you got all summer. You just keep making batch after
well,
batch.
and that's the key. That's the key to homestead cooking is you're not making great big batches of stuff. You're making small batches and using it, and then making more.
PR, what's up?
Virginia, you haven't been here in a while. Glad you could make it. Let's see. Oh, I missed. Let's see. Mossy oak. Horseradish pairs well with mustard, dill, and lemon. There you go. Ooh.
That sounds good, actually.
Yeah, a little bit of dill and lemon juice in there with the
what was that?
that was Dolly knocking the thing over.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, and it wouldn't cut. Oh, look at that. So yes, pairs well with it, and then you got the mustard, which helps with muscle cramps and all of that. You got the dill, which also helps with muscle cramp, circulation, and all of that, and the lemon.
Mm-hmm.
That's wow. That would be one heck of a tincture right there.
Yeah. See, look, it must have been a Midwest thing.
What?
Horsey sauce.
I don't know.
It must have been a Midwest thing.
Where was it? What restaurant was it? Arby's?
Hardee's.
Hardee's?
No, Arby's. No, Arby's used Arby's.
I don't think Dad can remember. I don't think we had a Hardee's.
You did?
I think it was Carl's Jr.
Yeah, Carl's Jr. bought them all out in the west, like west of the Rockies.
Okay, yeah, we had Carl's because today I love Carl's Jr. But we don't have one here.
So Carl's Jr. had a menu item called a slice of cheese. So you could turn any burger, any sandwich into a cheese sandwich. You know, it had cheese on it. Well, I would go in there, and admittedly, I was usually drinking when I did this.
At Carl's Jr.?
Yeah, when we go to Carl's Jr. And I would order like 5 large French fries and a slice of cheese.
Why?
Well, the 5 French fries is because I was drunk. But the slice of cheese was because invariably the person behind the counter, some poor teenage kid that didn't know what they were doing,
gave you a cheeseburger?
No. They would flip out and be like calling the manager over going, how do I do this? He wants a slice of cheese. And the manager would literally go, well, sell him a slice. There was literally a button on the cash register for a slice of cheese. And so I would do it, and I would do it just to mess with them.
Everybody's saying Arby's, and you said it was Hardee's.
It's Hardee's. Arby's was another restaurant that sold roast beef, but instead of using barbecue sauce, they used this funky. Okay, so the Arby's had the horsey sauce. I don't know. All I remember is Arby's. Arby's had this funky ranch dressing type of stuff that they tried passing off as barbecue sauce, and it was not that good.
No extra.
We used to serve prime rib. Oh yeah, absolutely. Proper. Okay, so maybe it was Arby's that had horsey sauce. Well, two people are saying that, so I'm just gonna take them at their word.
You'll take their word.
Quite honestly, it's been a long time ago. I don't think
we don't do that yet. Oh, see, yeah, Masioka's like it's Arby's. Has horsey. Well, just because one has horsey sauce doesn't necessarily mean the other doesn't. So maybe especially you're talking like way back then.
Maybe it's just a common vernacular.
Or maybe no, it's just a Midwest crazy thing. I would not eat something called horsey sauce.
Much like tater tot casserole.
Like I don't do that either. So yeah. Or Jesus potatoes and that, which Jesus potatoes is good.
I was gonna say.
But I've never heard of them until I met your family.
Well, tell them what Jesus potatoes are.
Jesus potatoes?
They're potatoes au gratin that you.
No, they're not au gratin.
Yeah, they got cheese. Aren't they the ones with cheese in them?
They got cheese in them, but
anyway,
and sour cream and some other stuff.
Anyway, when you eat them, you go, Jesus is good, and that's why they call them Jesus potatoes.
And if you're one of his cousin's children, then the rest of the 9x13 pan that has some leftovers in it, you're literally just grabbing the pan, and you don't care if anybody else is hungry and wants some. You just eat it out of that pan, like a horse trough.
There you go, funeral potatoes.
Funeral potatoes. I know it. Yes, it out here it is. Jesus potatoes or funeral potatoes. Yes, I know what funeral potatoes are now. I've lived here long enough.
Okay, you can buy in a big jars here at Wally World, both the horsey sauce and the Arby's sauce.
Really?
And they got
wait, both the horsey sauce and the Arby's sauce?
Yeah, at Walmart. It's got to be down the aisle.
Okay, so now I'm still confused, Rabbit. So does that mean that horsey sauce is Arby's or is it Hardee's?
They've also got Chick-fil-A sauce.
I got me some Chick-fil-A sauce, and then I like it was bad. So then I was like, well, if I'm gonna have that, because I saw it and I was like, that sounds good. So then next thing you know, I'm going to get the waffle fries. Then I'm like, I need chicken strips. And so then I went and got me some fried chicken strips. It was a terrible evening in the Allard house that night.
What part of the potato was a tot? They're small potatoes.
Is a tot? Isn't it? It's like a hash brown, but they're round.
Okay, he was being funny. My
grandkids. I know that not everybody would know that.
My grandkids love tater casserole. By the way, Misty told me to tell everybody hi. Well, tell that girl hi too.
And we miss her. So yeah, no, you know what? Tater casserole. I don't know. I've never had it. What's in it?
I don't know how to make it.
Have you ever had it?
Yeah, I've had it. I don't know how to make it.
It just sounds disgustingly fattening. Not that
it's a Midwest thing.
Not that Jesus potatoes aren't.
It's a Midwest thing. Of course, it's fattening. You got to have a lot of weight on your bones for those cold winters. It's a northern plains thing, like Wisconsin, Minnesota, South Dakota.
So is there like chili? Is there?
No, it's a.
I'm just kind of thinking of like what's on Sonic's menu.
It's a potato casserole, made out of tots. They're delicious. I don't care what you say.
I don't know.
But, well, now you got me hungry. Go get me some Chick-fil-A sauce.
So
just get a great big spoonful.
In the fridge. So I told you could have it. Like my craving was over, and I didn't have to go to fast food to get it. So, which Chick-fil-A is one place I would go get. But what? Oh, stop! What is wrong with you? It's raining now. Everybody's lost their. Aw. Hi, my baby boy. That's my godson. He's a good boy. He's starting to get into.
There you go.
He's starting to get into the prepping and all that stuff. And I hear that he has, which you heard it too, and you say something about that. His bug out bag is
Better yet.
the bomb diggity.
Better yet.
And he got to use it, and Mama's proud of it.
No, he got his ham radio license.
Yes.
There's your tater tot casserole.
Ground beef, green beans, cream of mushroom. Oh my gosh. No.
And that's it's so good.
No. Good. So, but yeah, no, he got his ham license, and so we're excited to get to working with him. Hey, baby boy, Grandpa Jerry's on here, and so Grandpa Jerry, my godson, he's got his ham radio license. He's waiting for his call sign, and so you can get with Grandpa Jerry, and he will make sure that he guides you on radios and that kind of thing. So
taters smashed with melted cheddar. Oh, that sounds good.
That's what they do at Sonic, and then add chili to it. So that I've heard of. I never had it, but I've heard of that. So
Campbell's cream soups, all 1980s casseroles. Absolutely.
Well, that might be why, if it was 1980s. My dad was in the military.
Didn't you? You used to do that.
What?
Make casseroles with cream and mushroom, cream and chicken.
We could never afford that. I had to.
No,
I do now.
It wasn't Campbell's. It was the off-store brand.
No, it was always that stupid wild turkey casserole. Remember? And I had to make the hollandaise sauce by hand.
She made
because they couldn't afford that.
When we first got married, we were in Washington D.C. and we had to live off base because they condemned all the Navy housing, and so we were on a tight budget.
Rent is so freaking expensive.
And she used to make this. She called it the turkey and wild rice casserole, and it was wild rice, turkey, onions, and hollandaise sauce. Right?
Green onions.
And green onions.
No, just green onions.
But
green onions was on top in the hollandaise sauce. Like we
ate that. We ate that at least 3 or 4 times a week, and I really enjoyed it. And
I'm so burnt out.
She refused to make it. In fact, I think last year was the first time you made it since we left DC.
And the last time.
Since we got,
I did a video for y'all, and it's done. I'm not making any more. So you got your, maybe every 10 years I'll make you one. Maybe I'll just start making that for you on our anniversary. And then that way you can, like, I'll be like, here's your anniversary dinner.
You can make it and freeze it, and I can eat it whenever I wanted.
With what freezer space? You got to buy me another freezer if you want me to start doing this stuff.
Yeah. We when we were first married, it was it was what, $50 a week. Not even that much.
Not even that
much.
We had a baby, and I was doing grocery shopping for. It depended. I either had $15 or I had, on a good month, if there was something extra in there, because you were working for the moving company at the same time. If there was some kind of bonus or something like that, then I had $25. But that was when we could cut coupons and do all that stuff, and so you doing the whole dumpster dive.
Well,
and at the recycle bin to get everybody else's coupons that they just threw away in the Sunday paper.
Well, and here's the screwed up thing. Had a Marine that was one of my subordinates that was on food stamps and WIC.
Yeah.
And they had so much food that they didn't like the cereal. It was that Kix. I don't know if you guys remember that Kix cereal.
I hated that Kix. Oh,
they did not like the food, so they wouldn't eat it, and they'd spend their money. They'd spend his paycheck on regular food.
Mm-hmm. And then bring us all the stuff from WIC and food
stamps. Because they were getting WIC and food stamps, they ate better than I did. He was a PFC and I was a corporal. Mm-hmm. E2 versus an E4. They were eating better than we were.
Yeah.
And that was just so messed up.
But you were also making sure that we were taking care of things and getting stuff done. And you have to remember, he did not.
Yeah, see, Virginia knows. Virginia's felt the pain of Kix.
Yeah. I mean, it just is what it is. But yeah, so then she would it even got to the point where she started treating like her WIC and all of that stuff. And she'd bring milk and juice. What was that juice? It was so gross, but the kids loved it.
It was super sweet.
Juicy juice.
It had the little fruit.
Juicy juice.
The fruit mascots, yeah.
And so then they would bring all of that, and so I was just like, whatever. And I would babysit their kids, so it was really funny. They didn't like it, but I was feeding everything back to their kids. So and
Juicy juice.
ours.
Yeah, see, there's
Was it juicy juice?
you know, there's a
Juicy juice.
Gen Xers have a commonality. There are certain things that were part of our childhood and part of our young adulthood that we all share.
Yeah, it had to be 100% juice.
Yep.
Yeah, and they didn't like it. And so then they bring it over, and I would just feed it to kids. I knew the kids were getting something healthy, but yeah. So I don't know, but I don't know. So anyway, it was very interesting.
Kix was not my kid's favorite. I think they could also get King Vitamin.
I haven't heard of King Vitamin.
I haven't heard of that one.
And so
Must
then
be a Southern
it
thing.
was really interesting because I babysitted for another gal in Grandview, and she would do the same thing. They just had so much stuff that she would just bring her WIC coupon book over. Like, if I remember correctly, it was like a little, I don't know, like a flyer handout, but it had pockets in it. And then I would just take it to the grocery store with the kids, and we would just get whatever was on there and what we could get. So if I remember correctly, though, then let's see, Ian's 31 now, so that would have been 27 years ago. If I remember correctly, I think it was specific. Like you couldn't like now where you got an EBT card and you just go buy whatever you want.
Yeah.
Then it was this coupon was specific for this thing.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, no. So that's how we made it through. That was a barter thing, but now that we're more conservative, bartering for taxpayer dollars. But hey, at least I got my taxpayer dollars back because that's where most of our freaking money was going. So, yeah. Hey, Red Dawn Readiness. Yeah, but anyway, Godson, I want to tell you we're very proud of you. And so good for you on your bug out bag. And I heard that you got to almost use it for the first time. I'm glad you guys survived the tornadoes. So, yeah. But anyway, what does this want to cook? Question mark. Cook what? Cornflakes and grape nuts or Wheaties? Yeah, I don't know now, Garen. Like the Wheaties are starting to come around, but they're called something different because he sees them when he passes out harvesters. They're called something different, but it looks like Wheaties to me. And I used to like Wheaties. Mom used to buy Wheaties.
Well, Wheaties are nothing more than fortified cornflakes.
No, it's different. It's woven and kind of neat. But I always like the texture.
No, those are Chex. The woven ones are Chex.
No, was it Chex?
Yeah,
No,
those are Chex.
I thought it was called something else, but.
Well, they're off-brand.
No, because Mom shopped at the commissary. We didn't have. I'm talking when I was a kid.
Oh.
There wasn't generic when we were kids. Maybe in the Midwest. You guys, did you have Best Choice and all that stuff?
Look,
back then?
when
we either had government
the way
issued
I grew
or
up,
we had whatever was in the commissary.
the way I grew up, we had a Chex box, and my parents would buy the great big bag of generic Chex
and throw it in the box
and put it in the box.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't think I past the time I was about 7 or 8 years old. I don't think I ate a big name brand cereal until we got married.
Huh?
Well, in the military.
When did I start buying big brand cereal?
Oh, we would get you'd buy the kids like Captain Crunch and stuff like that.
No, those were always given to me. I never bought that.
My brother lived on Wheaties. He didn't eat.
With raisins.
He didn't eat butter, beans, and peas. Where is it? My sister always liked the V8.
Put it in her stew.
Oh, hey, when I was landscaping, we'd stop and we would get lunch at Quick Trip, and I would have them every Thursday was Mexican Day, and I would get me the Big Bomb burrito, a spicy V8, and Doritos chips, and that was my Mexican lunch.
Mm.
Hey, I could buy all that for like $2.
I don't know. Look at you go. We were not going to stay on here for a long time because
Oh yeah, we need to.
up.
We need to start.
So
about
here we
getting
are.
off.
We've
I'm
been
tired.
an hour and 20 minutes.
Chickens need to be put away too.
No, it's raining, so I'm in my flip flops. You get it.
I'll get it.
You get chicken
I'll
duty.
get it. You got dog duty.
I know.
Red Dawn Rest.
Didn't you just feed them? I thought you just fed them.
No, I fed them this morning because they didn't get fed last night.
Well, then they don't eat again today.
I love granola, with or without milk. Easy to make, your own, tons of different things. Always been a lot of pumpkin seeds, said to be great for removing any parasites. Yeah, my mom used to make. Okay, my mom was very conservative politically. She had this hippie, not hippie, but she would make the homemade granola. She's the one that taught me how to make homemade yogurt the first time. I remember as a kid.
She loved baking bread.
She had a bag of wine hanging underneath the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, and she would get Mother Earth News back when it was mimeographed. You know, it wasn't a magazine like it is now. It would come mimeographed with 3 staples down the side. Yeah, we had the little casting wheel for the pottery.
Yeah, no, she was very crafty and very artistic and all of that. She did like a lot of that. But she grew up in Colorado, so that has a lot to contribute there. So
Farina, oatmeal, and cornmeal.
Okay, what's farina? Is there another name for it?
I think it's cream of wheat. I've heard of it. I've heard it before. It's a form of cream of wheat, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought cream of wheat was like grits. Like...
Grits are corn.
Okay.
Cream of wheat is.
Oh, it would be different. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, weaponized food. Yep.
It's just gonna get worse. Just gonna get worse.
Anybody that has a formal definition of farina before we get up here, please post it. Because like I said, I think it's a form of cream of wheat, but I'm not sure.
Cocoa? Put cocoa on what?
Put the cocoa with the farina. I do that. We do that on that Hershey's chocolate mix on oatmeal. Farina is corn.
Well, so then it's like
it's going to be like grits. It's going to be a form of grits.
Which is what I thought cream of wheat was, but
see, now he says it's cream of wheat.
Well, I think cream of wheat is like.
No, grits is made out of corn.
I understand.
Grits is made out of hominy.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to go get cream of wheat because I'm thinking cream of wheat is like grits. It's just a creamier grit.
It's the way it's ground.
So it's still corn.
No, it's wheat, but it's ground the same way that the corn is ground.
Oh, I'm so confused. Look, see, grits. I don't know. Everybody's arguing with each other. I don't know.
Of course.
Okay. You know what? Let's ask Uncle Google.
Okay. Here, maybe grits is like ketchup. Maybe grits is a food type.
It could just be regional, a regional name on it. Let's see what.
Yeah, see, Virginia, I hated it growing up. Joining the military, I got to where I would eat a lot of foods I did not like. Sam, what's up, man?
Hey, Sam.
I've been thinking about our conversation last week on the live. We need to put together a range day towards the end of summer, and do a proper range day and have you come up and spend some time.
We should just do a 4th of July party. Just do shooting range day and just cook out and all that. Why don't we just do that?
Well, we have to plan.
If you tell me yes or no now, then I can get that done.
It's too far down the road.
Okay, so here it is. All recipe says farina is processed and milled from hard wheat. The wheat grain is cracked and the bran particles are removed from the endosperm to create farina. When shopping at the grocery store, you may see farina sold as wheat farina.
Okay, and then so yeah, Rabbit's right. Farina is wheat and grits is corn.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, there you go. Cheesy grits.
I love me some cheesy grits. Oh my gosh, I wasn't exposed to that until we got to the Midwest.
Again, in the deep of winter, you need to put some weight on. You need some calories.
I'm just saying, like, I was born in Florida, and we went to Tennessee, and the first time I was exposed, and then California, and the first time I'm exposed to cheesy grits is at church in the Midwest.
Yep.
And so.
See, 4th of July is a bad idea.
Why?
No idea. No idea whatsoever.
We all shoot out here.
Savory cheese and garlic. See, you guys are making me hungry. I already ate though.
Yeah.
Already ate. Okay, guys, look. We're going on almost.
I still think we need to do 4th of July. But
almost an hour and a half. Thanks for sticking around. Sorry we started late. Technical difficulties. I actually had rescheduled it for tomorrow. Whenever the internet came up for about 30 seconds, and I was able to reschedule it. And then it came up, and she started getting all the messages, and she was like, "Hey, let's just go on." So what the heck? I know I'm going to go to bed after this, and I'm going to sleep very well. Probably.
Yeah, did you want to try some of that CBD? I think 1 or 2 drops don't take any more than that. You'd start with 1, that's only 10 milligrams, and then see how that works.
Do you remember what 2 did to me?
But that's what I'm saying. Why don't you just start with 10 and then figure it out?
Okay. Cheap and tasty food stores, absolutely. You know, all those. There's a reason why the settlers and all those use these things, because they were easy to store, easy to make,
and heavy,
and heavy in calories.
Mm-hmm. Well, they were good fillers. I'm not sure that they were heavy in calories, but
I would never eat grits or corn or whatever. No, not without honey and butter. Oh no, you don't put honey in grits, man.
You can put honey in grits.
It's butter and pepper. Butter and pepper are for grits.
So is cheese.
And cheese, yes, cheese. Well, cheese cheese is kind of like bacon. It makes everything better.
I don't know. I'm getting ready. Next week I'll be cooking and doing all that stuff. And I was kind of thinking, since we're doing the food booth for powwow, we have electricity, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of thinking about taking a roaster or 2 and serving tamales. So I don't see why not.
You put them on your menu.
That was for the. That was not for powwow. That was.
Oh, you're talking powwow.
I'm talking powwow. Yeah. We paid it. We're gonna do cinnamon rolls.
Yeah,
we might as well. And I've got a ton of tamales back there.
You need to get with Masio Parrott, and she needs to get her food handler's license.
Oh shoot! Yeah. Well.
It's easy to do.
Yeah.
It's free.
Yeah, and she'll know it. She'll pass right away. So she knows.
She might already have one that's transferable.
Maybe. Yeah. So, Tiff, send me your email address if you're still in here. If not, I'll message you. Send me your email address, and I'll have G send you the link. And then you just take it, and then it's emailed to you, and then just send it to us, and he'll print it out. But yeah.
Turning guns. Take your blossoms. You do the pumpkin blossoms too. Take your blossoms and make a tuna salad, and put the tuna fish inside the blossom and eat it that way. So delicious.
Well, and the you can fry them. You can fry even dandelions. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with them. I like decorating them in salad and on meats and that kind of thing. But
so our food handling licenses come from Indian Health Services, and they're federal, so they're transferred. You can use them in any state.
Almost any state.
Almost any state.
But so I'll send you that link, and you just get on there. Like, you'll get it done right away. You probably don't even have to watch the video, so I'm sure you'll pass it.
Skane says she has a couple of babka ideas.
I've been doing some, and no complaints so far. So I gotta get vodka made for next week as well. I got a lot of cooking. I start baking tomorrow, so not for next week, but for this coming weekend.
The following week. Next weekend is the powwow.
I have to do some cooking for the powwow this week.
Well, now you do, yeah.
And so so then I've got a lot of cooking between this week and next week.
All right, guys. Thanks for sticking around. We appreciate it. Don't know what's going on with the weather around here. Seriously, this is the first time that the weather has done this to us when it wasn't like completely stormy.
Yeah, I think the satellite just moved or something. It's kind of weird.
But, so, thanks for sticking around. We appreciate it. Great conversation tonight. Great people in here. You got anything you want to say to everybody?
I don't think so. I think so there's her email. I'll forward it to you and you can send her that link.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think, just the same as usual. So tomorrow be at least 1% better than you were today. And stay in love and tolerate each other, and always know she and I, we may bicker, but we love each other. And so it's just one of those where I think I know I'm right, and he thinks he knows he's right, and we're both strong people.
No,
so.
I don't think I know. I know.
Really, because Dad said he's right.
No.
You're not an electrician, and Dad deleted it anyway. So it's in here. Make sure you save the comments so that you can go back and look at Dad's comment. But anyway. So be at least 1% better tomorrow than you were today. And
if you want to help us financially, go to the affiliate links. Yeah. We would rather you guys go purchase something that's going to help you, and in the process you're helping us. We do need new cameras and stuff.
Oh, right now I'm worried about tires, and there's 6 tires, and there's all kinds
of stuff that comes in here.
Not now. Nope. That changes. Nope, not now. We got stuff we got to get done so we can function around here.
Well,
and one of them is tires.
We'll get it done. It's just going to take a while to pay. I already got the muffler. I just got to put it on.
So, but yeah, no, we got stuff to do here.
Affiliate links. Go get yourself. Be prepared. Hog, you need to talk to your dad. Ride his butt. I've been on him for decades. You need to get on him and get him headed in the right. Well, he's headed in the right direction. He's just supremely slow.
He drags.
Supremely slow.
I love him, but he drags. And then it's funny because I'll make stuff, and then I take stuff over, for holidays and that kind of thing. And he won't let Angie try it. Everything's got to go down in the basement. And so, it's crazy.
You guys go out tomorrow. Go pursue a life done free. Share your experience. Seriously, there are so many people out there that are just starting on the journey that need encouragement, and they need to understand that it's hard, but the hard is worth it. All right. There's nothing. The easy path takes longer and causes more hardship than taking the hard path and doing the hard work up front. All right. So go live a life done free, and you guys take care.
Bye, guys.
See, I need to work on hitting that button.